Hey folks, welcome back. Let's get this stuff started. We're back to Anno. Anno 1800. We got some stuff going on. So one of the expeditions that we started... Hi Jacques, how's it going? One of the expeditions that we started was to go to the land of the lions, which is going to be Enbesa, I believe. So I have no idea what that is. Never been there. In the meantime, we're making a solid 5,000, 6,000 moolah per minute. 7, 6. It is going up and down quite fast. And it really depends on royal taxes, seemingly. Huh. Okay. Show. What do we want? Let's see. Do we have one of the ships here? No, we do not. Let's go to Cape Trump.
We careen into the unknown.
So, you are alone, seeking the fabled lost necropolis. A fable that seems just about credible when eyeing the pale golden shimmer of the windswept dusk from the seat of your camel. Somewhere out there, in these wastes, beyond Cyclopean basalt pillars, may lie the hoard of kings of old, and its greatest prize, the Vigil of Hall, the statue said to be made from the purest gold and inlaid with countless gems. Your stopover is a busy city on the delta, not far from the supposed site of the tombs. A young woman with an academic demeanor hails you as you cross path in the National Museum. "I have found something," she says, and seek a responsible person to help the local museum recover it. Yeah, agree to help out of the kindness of your heart.
They're raising horrors.
Reward discovered. You recognize the insignia of the prestigious House of Sands University on the young woman's lapel. An erudite scholar, no doubt, explaining at great length why she cares little for riches and only wishes to see the history of her people returned to this museum. She lays a ragged, age-tarnished map on the delicate table in a musty black back office. Strange symbols abound all over it, etched over criss-crossed lines that all lead up onto a city facing a jackal's head. "A suit, as mentioned in the Book of the Dead," it reads. "Follow the Opener of Paths, Anubis, the divine embalmer, who holds the key to Asiut. We need to find where the trail begins." Ah. Okay. Great archaeologist. You recognize the insignia. No, there we go. God's followers pray to him at his temple, surely. And examine the map should reveal the trial. Examine the map. Hardly a challenge for a seasoned navigator. The trial points to an oasis at a crossroads between two mountainous hinterlands where, legend has it, one of the entrances to the underworld lies, below the water. Dark orange cliff casts a soothing shadow over the oasis, accompanied by the joyous din of traveling merchants, wanderers, and treasure seekers. You look up to a high cliff, and can't help but wonder where a death-defying leap into the water would take you. Let's take a leap of faith. The ascent is steeper than you had anticipated, and the sheer drop equally intimidating. You stare down at the waters, and a strange faintness comes into your heart. Your breath deserts you, as trembling seizes your limbs. Good day, Governor. The rocks surrounding the basin far, far below seem jagged and cruel. You can almost hear them calling to you, yearning for a taste of your flesh, of your marrow. Sometime later, you find yourself struggling back down the cliffside, stopping to take a drink from the waters. You realize how tired you feel, and decide it probably best if you rejoin the rest of your expedition. Damn, failed. To the Charisma Canal. How's it going, Leo? How's it going, Jack? Tiring, but not for the same reason as it sometimes also is. Yeah, what's up? Mariana, get him, kitty food. Yeah. Oh, the one that gets split soon, so tired of cold and wet. I like cold. I don't like cold and wet. The explosion scattered debris across the canal, as your helmsman, I was nearly going to say henchman, carefully stares into the nascent Charisma Canal. The deafening blast ahead of you sends most of your crew sprawling across the deck. The initial shock overcome, they rush to their stations and pull the ship into a crawl, bringing it to rest mere feet away from a listing, flame-racked carcass of a ship. Doubtless, it will be days before all is cleansed and navigation can resume. One of your sailors furrows their brow. And no one in the water. Odd indeed. In fact, there's no trace at all of the exploded ship's crew. And an irresistible mystery. Request a ship's records from the canal authorities.
Prime and powder.
It takes some persuasion, but you convince the officials to let you look into the cargo reports of the ship. It reads, FS deux frères, H from Aquina, cleared for crossing this day. Upholstery and tools, noted, nothing salient, yet something feels off. Your sailor quickly remembers. FS, is that not an imperial prefix? Then why registers the ship as foreign? Slowly it dawns upon you. Assuming this is no mistake, does it not imply deliberate sabotage of your own countrymen? It may have implications for the crown if you had to inform the locals. These people have a right to know. It's a difficult decision to make, but your crew decide to share the information with the Charisma authorities, believing no loyalty should take precedence over righting an injustice. The Canal Master thanks your captain profusely, commending his honesty and insisting that your crew be rewarded for their integrity. Before taking his leave, your captain extracts a promise from the grateful official that no mention will be made to anyone as the source of the information. So now we can go to the savannah, or we can go to the Holy City. Let's go to the Holy City. Why are we losing so many workers? Like, they are flip-flopping all over the place. Let's go check Cape Trelawney.
No less than we deserve.
Oh, it's the beer, isn't it?
All hands at the ready.
I completely forgot that that's actually not a road I can take.
The mark of dread upon us.
A holy pilgrimage. Tales abound of a city sacred to all in this land, and of the holy pilgrimage that must be undertaken by the faithful at least once in their lifetime. Intrigued, you dock at a busy port, a major hub for those on this journey. As you wander the streets in the cooling shade of the antique Russians, the The dust-hemmed white robes and sturdy sandals of the passers-by betray their wearers' devout intentions. Snippets of enthusiastic and fervent chatter convince your crew that they must see this holy sight for themselves. You are perusing an eager trader's wares when a man approaches, ornate weapons latched to his sides and back. "Maraban, friends, are you here on pilgrimage?" "Aye, we come from afar to see the holy city." Perhaps he would have believed you if not for the ostentatiously heathen jewelry sported by some of your crew. You narrowly escape a scathing reprimand, feigning ignorance of local customs and begging his forgiveness, but no glibness of the tongue can prevent him from sternly forbidding you from joining the caravan. Your crew, however, are not to be deterred, and the first line of dawn finds them preparing to sidle up to the long processing of pilgrims. Discretion will, however, be warranted, and a discussion arises as to how best to avoid detection. Actually, no, I do not want to go there. With that previous thing, like, these people will absolutely wreck shit. So let's abandon the plan to see the holy city. Although your crew see the wisdom in deciding not to brave the hostile desert and the suspicion of the faithful, they cannot help but be disappointed. So high had their hopes been of seeing the high towers, glistening battlements, and wind-blown banners of the holy city. The promise of further new lands and wonder to discover is a little comfort. When the ship sails, many are the crewmen stretching their necks wistfully towards the shore, trying to catch just a glimpse of a pale gold minarets in the rising dawn. Go to the Horn of Enbesa. There we go. Okay. Let's see. They should now be better off. Okay. Smoke on the waters. Ship astern, Captain. She's gaining on us. It's an attack. Powerful ship, lateens topped with dry wind. Port gaping with expectant violence, swivels out of a hidden nook past a heavily wooded coast. She's flying a flag of Carmen, and sable emblazoned with a triumphant sun, colours unknown to any of the crew. As she deftly waves in and out of the water, out of the waves, catching the draft masterfully to close the distance with great speed, thunderous explosion rocks her port side. Something whistles through the air and plummets into the emerald waters behind your ship. You swing hard to port, breaking line as your gunports creak open hurriedly, and your deckhands take careful aim. Aim to shatter her hull or spray her rigging with chain shot. Spray her rigging with chain shot.
Uncertain shores.
A daunting task, even in less dire circumstances. Fearing the enemy's follies, your crew fire hastily at their ship, sending most of the chain shot screeching over the sailor's head with little to no damage to the vessel itself. A resounding crack sends your entire crew sprawling across the deck as the ship lists heavily to port, taking in water from the deep rifts in the aft hull. Through smoke and flames you notice the enemy vessel swivels expertly into position some distance off, readying to send a sweeping volley across your bow. Prepare the helm before too much water breaks in, or fire back with everything you got. Sailors rush to your carpenter, making the ship watertight using rough boards and tarred cloth, while the gunsmen begin to retaliate, cowing the enemy with rapid fire. After what seems like an eternity of wading through water, calves slashed bloody by floating debris, and hands burned by smoldering embers, a final nail is whacked into the boards. The cannonade above settles to an eerie silence. Smoke clears and you spy a burly man in what must be officer's attire holding a young man at gunpoint. "Mercenaries and murderers!" he bellows over the still hull battering waves. "Trust Katema to stoop to such methods. Silence your guns, or your friend here will taste lead." I know neither this man nor the Katema of whom you speak. "A likely story. No sooner had your sails been sighted than he," the disgust in his voice is palpable, "warned us to release him, lest you rain Katema's furies on us." Glance at the young man's frantic countenance is enough to understand that he had been in fact attempting to intimidate the rogues so as to extricate himself from these dire straits, as he sorely attempts to retain some semblance of self-control. His eyes plead for your men to play along. Hey Gav. Why wouldn't he need help when you stand 40 against him? Man draws himself up to a dignified fury. And where were such morals when your master sent his legions to drive families from their ancestral lands, so he could raise his mighty warehouses he takes such pride in? This man is a servant of oppression, a fiend. In a sudden flurry of movements, having sensed the captain's grip loosen, the young prisoner elbows him in the ribs and leaps into the sea before he can be seized. "Shoot the emissary if you must!" sputters the red-faced captain. But when the young man fails to resurface, he realizes his bargaining chip is gone. He orders his guns to be turned. "They are aiming for your crew." Fire flaming shot at the ship's sail and stores. Riflemen keep the enemy cowed, and a steady fire. Its 3-man crew of the hot-shot furnace skillfully prepare the deadly missiles. Taking advantage of the bracing winds, your captain motions the helmsman to move to the enemy's stern. Within firing distance, a streak of red burns through the air, followed by several others, as the projectiles crash into the enemy's deck through men and debris alike, spreading aboard waves of fire that soon latch onto the surrounding crews and rail. Horrified, cries echo through the rising smoke, strangely muffled as the ship lists and lurches sideways into the ocean, its hull sundered and flaming. As your captain calls to set sails and leave the battlefield, a curious rasping is heard from the portside ladder. Someone is climbing aboard. Aim rifles at the intruder. Hearing the dry click of rifles cocked and ready to fire, a voice protests from below the railing. "Hold fire! I'm the man they were holding prisoner!" After a moment's silence, a hand appears above the railing, followed by the lithe figure of the young prisoner, evidently disconcerted by the score of rifles aimed against him. "Sorry for dragging you into this unfortunate situation. Those rogues sank my ship and slayed my crew, and I was desperate for any kind of help." As he says this, the captain lowers their rifles a little. "I feared they wished to prise me from my lord's secrets and plans. When I saw your sails, I seemed my only reprieve, so I told them Janio Katema sent you." Who's this Janioi Katema we keep hearing about? Emperor Saleh Katema is the heir to the throne of Salamawi, Lord of the High and Lowlands, known as Enbesa, which you may refer to as the Land Alliance. Under his rule, Enbesa has risen to great heights of prosperity and might, as our emperor has a vision beyond that of his predecessors. A land united and bountiful, a nation to rival that of great kings of old. The young man frowns wearily. "Alas, there are those who would not see our people united. The haughty princes of Angarup refuses to yield to the emperor, and have resolved to wage war against him by any means, to whatever ends. But why attack you?" "Of course, pardon my manners. I'm Binyam, son of Kiria, emissary of His Imperial Majesty Katema. I'm on a mission to seek out experts from around the world to assist with the many ambitions my lord has for Enbesa. The Emperor wishes for the name of Enbesa to be sung and admired for its learnedness, beauty, prosperity, and wisdom. Let's not tarry here. Come, follow me to Taborim. Taborime, my lord will be sure to reward your brave generosity. Set sail for the south, past the pillared trees with ochre flowers, cross the marshes and you will see it, ancient Enbesa with gold-lit mountains, slumbering lions and proud peoples.
These fabled lands exist after all.
And with that, I believe we might have our new location. Let's see, 99%. That seems fair enough. Let's go check. Welcome to Enbesa.
Yanihoy, Ketema. May I introduce my benefactor, a renowned city planner from the distant north.
Such noble hearts are ever welcome in Enbesa. So, you heard I was seeking for talent such as yours to expand our new capital.
Our meeting was serendipity alone, my emperor.
Then the Lord truly smiles on you. There is opportunity here to be part of a tale greater than all of us. So far, I have neglected this arid province of the Empire, seat of the kings of old. But from the dust, a garden will bloom anew. Many lives of kings has it been since last Enbesa was so united, frail as that legacy may hold. Some would see us divided, each to their own purpose. But they are blind to the greater threat. Hungry eyes turning south towards us. In unison and with pride, we will return their stares.
So must all stand to defend their share, or be eaten.
So to you, I would entrust the raising of Taborim, our new capital on these lands. May it grow to unite all Enbesa under one covenant. Young Binyam will help you settle, share his plan for the canals. Taborim may soon shine like a jewel of peace on the girdle of this great nation.
Very good that they made me say the name before saying the name. Well, made me. They didn't make me, but they made me assume the name. And you know what they say about assuming?
Good and ready.
For just one time, I would make the Northwest Passage.
I wish to speak with you on matters of great importance. I, Saleh Ketema, Emperor to Millennial Enbesa, and heir to the Scepter of Covenant, bid you rest here a while, seafarer.
So we have linseed, theft grass, spice, and bee abundance. Okay. Oh, there's a library here. Nice. Oh, holy. Okay.
Here in the shade of my palace shall you help me raise a new capital from the dust. If you are to unite the many peoples of Enbesa, you must
okay.
for them all.
Yeah. Definitely donkey.
Goods are but a fraction of what is traded. Tales, news, prayer, all are bartered freely around the stalls. Wanza wood is sturdy, yet versatile. To expand, you will need some groves of your own.
One's a woodcutter.
You come from a faraway land, do you not? If you want, I can guide you.
You
On the savannah.
milestone.
That. Like, is this... Oh. don't need water for tree production. Okay, cool. Let's put this here.
You may want to build these a little way off. Noisome creatures tend to roost in the branches. Ours is a temperate way of life. We would rather warm goat milk than spirits.
Fair. Are you literally planting them? Because that would be...
The flavor of warm goat milk. A trying creature to hurt, but so bountiful in its gifts.
Okay.
I could simply go to press. We have taken to calling you the Master, among many other complimentary monikers.
Okay. Just go for it.
A bold new expedition, Admiral.
They need musicians' quartz, milk, finery and dried meats. Okay.
Water, much like people, is a primal force. But with willpower, with intent, it can be exalted for
So
the
we
good of
currently
all.
only have shepherds.
Water is scarce in this region of Enbesa, but Binyam and I have been working on a system.
Built on irrigated soil, all linseed
A new
farm fields.
milestone.
Okay.
The people celebrate your leadership.
There's no storehouse.
It moves me to see our system at work. Ours is a culture of growing and nurturing. Water, the key to bringing Enbesa together. Traditionally, shepherds weave their own garments, but they need linseed, and linseed needs water. It is my hope that all young people will in time come to Tabarim to learn these crafts.
The city is starting to look urban.
Best prevent any risk of fire. Tapestries are unfortunately quite flammable. Mind you ensure your fire station can readily access the channeled water. Brave people these, who will stay the devouring flames.
Okay.
How they dance and sing. This is a legacy I would hand my people. A land of song and joy. This land you come from, I would know more of it. How interesting. Certainly this should help prime me for diplomacy with your rulers. Binyam tells me your lands hold many strange wonders. Would you care to enlighten me?
No empire is built upon a single thing, but what would you say is the old world's greatest legacy? Our cultural impact, our industrial prowess and economic growth, our naval advancements and military conquests. Our cultural impact. Interesting. How would you share that culture among your men? Small museum or zoo is usually enough to keep visitors happy. And what do you like the most about your position as an architect, builder, polymath? Exploring the world, unearthing its secrets, becoming a master builder, the keystone of my business, governing my people, ensuring they grow and thrive, being a sea lord, controlling the seven seas, governing my people, ensuring that they grow and thrive. So you're a populist, but so noble that your concerns for your people is genuine. Either way, I have a gift that may suit your ambitions.
I confess, I had expected greater eccentricity.
Just say the word.
Perhaps we are not so different after all.
Let's see what we get.
Steersman.
How may I help?
Viscous tea, okay.
Token of appreciation from our land.
I have need of your advice to select an architect for a project I have been mulling over.
On our way.
The people celebrate your leadership.
A dear and amiable bunch, but their work is small fry. Talented, no doubt, but their experience too specific. Their projects lacking scope. Extensive knowledge. Demonstrable skills? Yes. This consortium have concepted the perfect prototype to become the research institute.
It is not in vain the Almighty sends us dreams. But one mustn't forget the needs of those who live. My people will travel far to tend to their duties. Thus, our food is often way food, salt cured. Many breeds of cattle roam in Enbesa, but the Sanga is best known and beloved by all.
Free coastline for a salt factory, okay. That does actually make sense, kind of.
By thralls of the warring princes. I hope now they will stand for something better.
Not exactly electric, but I advise staying out of...
Pleasingly chewy, isn't it? It may take a little getting used to for foreigners, as with many of our dishes. There is a matter I would discuss with you, pertaining to the Empire at large. The last tiles are inlaid, the drapes hung fantastical. Throw open the palace doors.
This city is a magnet for genius.
Each bears an animal representing one of... First by the river was a zebra, who was startled when the hyena giggled, who in turn yelped when the hippo erupted from the mud, and a cheetah slunk through the tall grass and made them all tremble, except for the lion, who slept. This was no matter for a king. Zebra, hyena, hippo, cheetah, lion. And zebra? Hyena? Hippo? Cheetah? Lion.
The pyre is lit. Let leonine flame herald a new age for Enbesa. The ancient baths are sadly rather overgrown. My wife especially is rather keen to see them restored. What can bring a people together better than bathing blissfully together?
Yanehoy! Yanehoy! The gods, they are singing. It is a miracle. A blessing.
Domi so tila.
Singing goats. Did you drink too much tej? Very well. I shall give you the benefit of the doubt. Tell no one I said so, but I've heard court musicians less talented than these wonderful creatures.
Tract 1 elders.
And you kept a perfect bleat. But I'm afraid now we really must get back to work. The elders have been clamoring for a place to partake in the holy endeavor. A testament to your stewardship. Elders constitute a devout, opinionated group. Do not underestimate the reach of the moot, their counsel.
Is it true that in your land there are places where animals of all reaches of creation live together in harmony? I appreciate it. Really. Cages? They are not so free then.
Yeah, Enbesa and Wolf.
Well, maybe it would at least help people better understand.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bud.
Sun, rain, wind. These are the true riches.
You reached a new milestone.
Age of Community. Oh. Queen?
So he is finally come.
Oh, no.
Or been sent. It was but a matter of time.
Maintain the position Her Majesty set out in her letter. Use any means at hand to achieve the necessary result. A personal failure would be unacceptable. I swore to myself I'd never return. Swore it. What? How? You? And why are you here?
Hey, Archie.
Ah, yes, of course. Yes, of course. Her Majesty has no qualms with free traders. But please, no politicking here, for the Crown has a vested interest in Enbesa.
Let it not be said a guest was made to feel unwelcome in Enbesa, regardless of his bearing. Let him settle, so long as it is not on our land. We shall refrain for the time being and observe.
Okay. I believe it's time to rush. Unless Archie is one of those people that do not care whatsoever.
Good and ready.
It was only a matter of time before Enbesa attracted such attention. Now will its true test begin. I am told you know each other. Pray welcome him in my name, and see what wind bears him ashore. Enbesa stretches from horizon to horizon. Holding such a dominion is not an easy task, and there are those who yet oppose me. Seek the heralds of Angareb in the Meridian, and of Kidusi and Ituni and Wahadesha in the Septentrion. Convince them we are better united. Wahadesha.
Okay, I was gonna say they're all the same guy, but...
Wonders, torn apart by countless wars. I once desired for Wahadesha to blossom.
My hacienda is anything but neat.
Fruitless endeavor
But
drains
thanks.
resources I can no longer afford. The pirates of Angareb deem themselves princes, inhabiting the hallowed palace of the Elamais. But the luster of its glories dulled long ago. A time will come when we confront those who oppose Enbesa. But first, we must tend to those who petition us daily for succor. Let us not tarry then.
Take the rudder.
What brings you? I would welcome you better.
Ready for a
But even the
challenge.
patient Jat has deserted our island. Wahadesha is old. Some of its beauty yet survives. Follow Eba. He will show you.
I would greet our guest with a worthy gift, a comprehensive chronicle of our great land, the Epic of Lions. Come find me to discuss compiling it.
Isn't an Abu like a father? Elephant, okay, different. Oops.
Your people are healthy again.
The whole of Wahadesha stretches from here, land and law. Ask your question, Shema, and I will answer. The Waha water is impure. Long ago, there was beauty here, but now it is dust solid and scorpion touched. The Pa Iteru has stood mysterious for millennia, a river temple, old as Enbesa. Strangers built this camp long ago, brought tall ships from the north and many wars, but we remember as Yara provisions. When the sun first rose, the gods blessed the island soil.
Yeah.
On that land grew Isiads, eldest and tallest, the memory tree.
Is there any place... Oh, here. Salt-saturated trunks.
Floods no longer grace the Waha. Salt beds pile as the water dries up. As soon will we, like our fathers. It is time for guard duty by the Mecha, where Lord Ketema's provisions are stored. I leave you harbor-bound. Our people know much. Talk to them and learn. If dismayed by our speech, come find me.
Remember tales of Kebe, the well, bringing water to the Waha. A water womb. A Wahite. Apologies. My grandma used to tell me, but she used to even when I was a child, spoke of the Waha itself, but of the Iteru. Said she used to be son Mandir back in the Kebe of the Iteru, delighted to see them jump. I was wondering how Kebe would have enough force to make animals sleep unless the waters flowed powerfully down the Iteru. If there was indeed an Iteru on Wahadesha once, long ago, it must not have been far from the deep-rooted Ishid. But now is the Sea have taken over, it is hard to find yada yada yada.
A shedjet, a water well. Time clogged and lily logged, but hope for water still.
Ancient Shedja. An antique well hidden in the rubble, the source of the Iteru, the dried up river that...
fighting here long ago. Kashtan forces fled, bloodied by Ketema's host. Now only ruins, memory haunted.
The waters of my patience are running dry.
On our way.
So there is actually a positive report. This should be fairly easy to take care of. Do we still have some dynamite?
So, Wahadesha. Is there hope to restore the island? Or is it indeed a lost cause?
There is still hope.
Water below, you say? Then we must bring it forth at once. Let us not tarry then. Change must come to Wahadesha. My patience and charity grow thin. They will adapt or be abandoned.
The fact that there's a big-ass tree standing right here and the rest of the island is just a little tiny bit abandoned by life should mean something.
This is Wahadesha? This wasteland? Very well. Barely had the shed yet been found, then Ketema sent aid. A lord most trustworthy and caregiving. The land is no longer used to water. It needs Isiheads to ward the threat of the Wak, a water curse. The Isiheads of the Wasi died long ago.
Awaiting new horizons.
There may be some on other islands, but deep waters and cool waters.
Isiheads, you say? What a strange dialect. Trees, I believe. These were found by the shore behind the library. Take as many as you wish. Steersman?
You do see on trees. It feels very quest heavy.
So what shall it be? We are close to clearing the last of the rubble. Now comes the time to plant the Isihead trees for water holding.
Now let's see about this water. Yep. Okay, so it is going to be very heavy on the Enbesa is going to be like this for a bit, though you don't have to hurry doing each island. Fair enough. Fair enough. Are we sprouting for water? Yes, we are. Awesome.
A desert hut no longer. Water flows, life birthing, and tempest quiet. A miracle.
You have done much in little time. With water, Waha can surely now manage for themselves.
Hey, nice. You could even build the research institute in the old world
Now we
/ game.
celebrate.
Nice.
The Wasi of Pa Itaru must be repaired. It is thus forlorn and poorly.
Very teru.
Festivals, more expenses. Time we made higher plans for Wahadesha.
Tell me then, why should I squander any more of the resources I need to expand my empire, just so these islanders can feast and waste their days away? It's time for such a responsibility to change. If Enbesa is to thrive and become great, all must play their part, even the Wahadesha. I will not have them merely survive. They must grow prosperous and contribute to the nation's efforts, or be left behind. There is land aplenty here, enough to feed the entire empire. These old stones must be torn down, and what a return to the drylands. No longer will theirs be a language arcane to us all. The time of industrious rejuvenation has come for the oasis. It would destroy Wahadesha's unique identity. That's the point! You think that manners quaint and amusing, but they are foreign and antiquated. There is no place for an alien culture in a united Enbesan empire. In restoring the oasis and farmlands, we will lift them out of poverty and make true Enbesans out of them. My men will be ready to start as soon as they are needed. In the meantime, I ask you to tear down those forsaken piles of stone. We will need as much ground as we can to carve the deep canals and prepare the farmland. Will not be part of this act of vandalism. Then let them be your burden. I will not bleed the Enbesan stockpiles any further for those ingrates and layabouts. If you so wish to keep this pile of mummified history alive, then it will be on your shoulders to not let them suffocate amidst the dust of rags of the dead land.
If you wish to help Wahadesha on their terms, then you shall bear the responsibility alone. It may thrive, or it may fade.
The season for Messiet is nigh, a time of fancy flights. Did you bring enough so all goes well? Well, we'll find a way, I'm sure.
Kitema refusing to support us is a terrible thing to hear, but I must thank you, on behalf of all the inhabitants of Wahadesha, for defending our island's legacy. Our supplies are already running dangerously low. We are in desperate need of a new delivery. Though the waters are returning to the Waha, it will take weeks, perhaps even months, before anything grows again. Time we do not have if we intend to survive alone. I will deliver the goods you need. Your generosity does you credit, but I am afraid we will need more than one delivery. We'll need a regular supply until the island can provide for itself. We may not be many, but the hard labor that is to come will make for hungry work. There is little room on the island to store goods in any quantity. Salt here aplenty, perhaps it could be traded for supplies. I will take care of the deliveries, we must ensure the Waha grows anew. There's salt aplenty. I was astute. With your delivery complete, we could certainly get to work organizing a trade, although we would need your help even there, as we have no ships of our own, and our warehouses are small. But it would grant us time to clear the rubble from the Peritero, raising the water high enough to reseed the fields. Agreed to the plan.
Resources are thin. Any help you could send would be appreciated.
Okay, let's go check. We are also going to be needing mud bricks, apparently. 30 tons of dried meat and 24 of hibiscus tea. Yeah, we are apparently going to be needing more.
I can teach you how to do this if you will. Take much to prepare more.
There we go. Okay.
It's all prepared.
Now the mud bricks, yeah. Oh. Nice, good to know. Yeah, needs a few more shepherds. Thought so.
A troubled wind blows.
A new commission?
Yeah. Yeah. Issue lies then in the fact that we would need... Will this work? I have no idea, to be honest. Yes, that will work. Awesome.
Awaiting new horizons.
Hey, Platias, how's it going? Yeah, absolutely. Hi. Okay, we are losing out on one dry meat. Let's see about... We are making just about enough. Yeah. For the populace.
People are bringing me eggs. It's wonderful.
Aye.
Yeah, we might be too late.
Welcome, Keftania Steward.
Just say the word.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Unfurl the sail.
Then it won. Yeah, this is not gonna work, is it?
Route plotted.
Aye.
Yeah, you know what? This is 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. If we start by doing that immediately, we might have luck.
Just say the word.
Yeah, okay. In the meantime, let's go check here.
How may I help? This is Wahadesha? This wasteland? Very well. Let's get on with it.
I believe this will run dry, so let's immediately make one of you. There we go.
I wouldn't mind an extra. This
Ready
is
for a
Wahadesha.
challenge.
Barely had the shed yet been found, then Ketema sent aid. A lord most trustworthy and caregiving. The land is no longer used to water. It needs Isiheads to ward the threat of the Wak, a water curse. The Isiheads of the Wasi died long ago, but there may be some on other islands, like deep waters and cool waters. Sun, rain, wind, these are the true riches.
Oh, I should still stretch from previous time. Stretch and hydrate. Completely forgot to stretch.
Isiheads, you say? What is strange dialect?
Okay.
Trees, I believe. This was found by the shore behind the library. Take as many as you wish.
Thing.
On our way.
Oh.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Believe it was like 30 and 30 and 24? Something like that? I don't remember. Meets 2040. Okay, in that case, we're doing a decent enough job at gathering that.
Not too many changes, I hope.
Hop in Manola. Oh yeah, fair enough. I don't think for that specifically we didn't need any bricks, but I could have been mistaken. Yeah. We need 6 more. I had to use my best French today for work. For some reason, my clients still like me trying to speak French, even though I'm horrendous at it. Well, not horrendous, I can speak decently enough. Conversable, let's call it that. C'est dommage, ouais. Très dommage. J'ai eu un ordi que c'était nécessaire à installer en français. Une ordi, je m'excuse. It's like one of those weird things, right? One more?
Route plotted.
Yeah, worst case scenario, we are not overly far away and we have 17 bricks already, so that should be fairly easy to get more.
So what shall it be? We are close to clearing the last of the rubble. Now comes the time to plant the Isiate trees for water holding.
Now to see it.
A desert hut no longer. Water flows, life bathing, and tempest quiet. A miracle. How we celebrate, the Wasi of Pa Itaru must be repaired. It is thus forlorn.
Keep listening. Keep listening.
You have done much in little time. With water, Waha can surely now manage for themselves.
12.
Awaiting new horizons.
Festivals, more expenses. Time we made higher plans for Wahadesha.
Oh, 12 bricks. Okay, yeah, that is where we...
to help Wahadesha
Cool.
on their terms, then you shall bear the responsibility alone. It may thrive, or it may fade.
We're in in the presence of a virtuoso.
On our way.
I didn't expect you back so soon. The season for Messiet is nigh. A time of fight will start presently. We are thankful for your help, ever stalwart. Well, we'll find a way, I'm sure.
Ew.
So what shall it be? Resources are thin. Any help you could send would be appreciated. We have very little without the Emperor's help. Perhaps some salt we could trade? Ebel is wise in such things. The Per Itaru has stood mysterious for millennia. Our river temple, old as Enbesa. Oh, wonderful. Messiet is a rite of fertility, of life celebrating. It is the heart of Enbesa, and we will teach you of it.
Nice.
We work to prepare the Mecha warehouse for trade, but we are resource starved.
Extend the warehouse. Deliver to Wahadesha Post 31's timber. Cool. Able to spawn a armor. Yes.
I didn't expect you there.
Good and ready. Take the rudder.
Okay. So apparently we're not gonna go to the Arctic today. We're gonna be very busy with Enbesa for a while.
If you could... We lack one thing for sword trading. Seherut.
Yeah, frigates. As long as you design. I have to bring them from another place, because it doesn't look like I can make them from here. Like I said, once you're done with the islands, you can begin the next one at your leisure. Okay, cool.
See how the sun shimmers in the...
How can the scholar Mihorani not appreciate this life?
Hmm. Oh yeah, and that's a question. That's a schooner.
Everything will be apportioned carefully.
That's a schooner. Yeah. Let's go to Cape Trelawney and make 2 frigates. We should be okay with that.
Fundamentally average.
And cigars. That's gonna be a thing, isn't it? We have the stuff to make steam freighters yet. Good question. Yes, cargo ships. I can make them. I can make a couple, I believe.
You can make better what's I need out with me lowly troubles.
Constructed.
Once we're done, we can pack some.
Ready the ropes?
We'll gather and toast your out.
An explosion in one of your factories.
Yeah, the issue therein becomes that these require 5,000 investors. We are like, I would say nowhere close, but we are like getting closer with each thing we make. Yeah. I don't know how to see how many investors we got apart from like this.
This would be the cherry. After all, there's always something more to be done.
Oh. 20 tons of tortillas.
Ship constructed. Ship constructed.
We assist however we may.
Tortilla.
Ship constructed.
Now let's send you to the to Cape Trelawney. Let's specifically Crown Falls.
A renowned person.
Oh, we can make these here. Awesome.
Cover your ears.
Okay, we will have to send over wood veneers to the old world. And then we need to bring back cigars. Huh. Oh, here.
You should go sit in the shade, boy.
Okay.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Huh. Frigate and Clipper. Okay. You be sent to... You?
Steady her course.
Ship constructed.
It's a clipper. You need to be sold.
The sky is open.
And then I would very much like the other one. Hey, there he goes. The cuttlefish. Oh, there's the Arctic. And there we go.
Steersman.
Stations.
The sky is open.
And there we go.
Live wood and fresh food. For now, Wahadesha survives. An auspicious start. Slowly life returns. But there is much to do ere we become a Waha once again.
Troubled times make familiar faces friendly, eh? Well, there's always a berth on Her Majesty's land if you want to feel more at home.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Take the rudder.
I provide them venison, but the children need iete, goat's milk. Perhaps the priest of Kidusi can spare us some.
Ah.
I learned plant lore from my Wahiyet, as she from hers before. Come, let me show you.
Plant lore. The shed is a sacred plant, but also one with many uses. Its roots run deep and keep the ground moist and fertile, while its branches sway with gentle breeze and bright shade. Tradition says the most bountiful lands were found where the Ished grows, which is why I chose to plant my garden at the foot of one of our vast Isheds. Spices. Oh no, orange tree. The shadow of and fresh air provided by the orange trees are quite pleasant.
Awaiting new horizons.
I remember tales of
Korea seems to be growing tough grass here. A small... Wow. I couldn't get to see that. Our crop is mainly teff. It's still a resilient plant, but even that can only grow in the proper conditions. So it is with the Waha. If you wish to restore it, you will need to placate the land with Ished and orange trees. Okay.
Land healing relies on the nurture of plants. Orange Isiates, croplands, dark Isiates. But the Waha is dry and needs more.
Mm-hmm.
Just say the word.
Yeah, so first let's go here.
Route plotted. You want the ghastly fiends? Well, Teka has finished studying them for his zoological study of Enbesa. So please, take the brutes.
Okay, fair enough. Goats taken.
Unfurl the sail.
What will it be next?
Route plotted.
Hibiscus, flax, and indigo seeds. Okay.
Already?
Shall we?
Yeah.
The Waha is a place of fire sands and heat pain. I know no Awut who can resist such extremes. But perhaps there is such a breed.
Nice.
That's enough to seed the Waha with new life. Come, I will show you the apportioned place for each plant.
Do you know who I am?
Oh shit, I forgot about him. Yeah, oops. Oh well.
To see such verdant life, Binyam did not love growing as I do. But I believe he would agree we have done good here.
Good and ready.
The reward is well earned.
Wildebeest.
As you give, so I would reward.
Oryx.
A token of appreciation from our land and its emperor.
The Mahej certainly seems to be heat content. A creature sure to be much beloved.
Seems like we got 3 different options. Oh, wait.
Steersman!
Satisfying conclusion, I trust? Success! Ready then?
Take the rudder.
We want to see Oryx though, yeah. So we need these. Which is fine, the rest we can technically take to the Cape Trelawney. And set them up there in the zoo. Because these are part of the Miombo woodlands. And the proud savannah.
Let's see it then. The Jat is a holy bird, known for its insect hunger and beauty. Bring a Jat to the Waha, and our hearts would hope fill.
Okay. than I do. Sorry, lady.
Silent our land lies, but not lifeless.
How do we get
On
Jad?
the dry soil, it waits.
Oh yeah, we have the steam freighter. Okay. Jad is embroidered on the clothing of the Waha Desha's inhabitants. This is Waha Desha. It doesn't really show him. The oh no, it is. So they are here, I think. Friendly enemies live in herbs, ghosts, and oryx, lions, etc. That's a goat.
Taborim, Tabernacle of Enbesa's splendor.
Ostrich. I don't know.
How about a cup of coffee? You've been playing for 2 hours.
I feel it reflects the times.
Oh. Apparently it's gonna be expeditions and thingamajiggers like that. Ayo, nice. The Holy Book. What? The holiest book on the shelves of the House of the Holy in the Holy City. Safe to say, it's divine. Holiest book on the shelves of the House of the Holy in the Holy City. Okay. That's a thing.
Steersman?
Send you over because we can. Hey Shiba, if you want to do the command, you are more than welcome to. The points redeem.
A fine scholar has recently returned. Innovation comes in cycles. Besides, I want to show off to my trust you will see it done.
30 penny for.
A new commission?
Fuck. Penny farthings. Let's go to Cape Throloni. And let's see about... oh, no, not you.
This atmosphere is corrosive.
The Melia is...
Yeah. How many are we making actually? If I do a pen, we are making 4 per minute. Are we having enough good shoe? No, it's Kichu. Okay. Okay, issue. That's in a new world, and most likely in this place is. Are you having enough, Kichu? Because if not, that's going to be a slight issue. 300. Okay, so that is now full, meaning that the island that has the Kachu. Yeah. Island that has the Kachu should start having issues keeping you stocked. Okay. With some luck. The issue is that I don't know how to spell Kachu. I know how to say it, I just don't know how to spell it. It's like one of those interesting Kachu. Yeah. Write that 20 times fast. Please don't spam chat. Okay. Let's get myself some drink in my glass. Yeah. Yeah, fair. Correct. So we can now store how much? 200. Okay, that's good enough for now. Dance the tango. No, please, I'm not gonna. No. I will stretch, I will not dance the tango. It takes 2 to tango, by the way.
Schooner reporting.
Da 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 da.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Okay, yeah, you need to trade. And yes, I know I made 4. That is specifically waiting for a new building, not for the lady that we took along. Enbesa Wolf.
Your city has grown more beautiful.
They are nice. Nice. So settlement is also more beautiful. This means that it's now an appealing metropolis. And apparently... World's Fair. Also the museum piece, correct. Let's see.
Not much in the way of coming.
How are we not making a single penny farthing so far? Oh, we just arrived, didn't we? Or am I so... oh no.
Electricity is essential.
Ah. That's the reason.
Hide the bottle! It's the boss!
Yeah, okay. We are out of oil. I did not buy the holy book, no. The holy book of all holiness. No. I was looking at it, but I didn't buy it. Out of oil? Yeah. Hi, Sheba. I'm not an American. I can get out of oil.
Do not mind the odd jet of steam.
Yeah, I think most of them. Like, not this one. But this one has 5. So if we make a... Yeah, we need pretty much everything.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Do I have a clipper? Yes. Need you. 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 And you.
On our way.
Okay. Damn, you're slow. To be honest, that was to be expected with this heavy load. So it literally is taking like 200 tons with it. 50 tons of bricks, 50 tons of steel, 50 tons of windows, and 50 tons of reinforced concrete. It's a lot. It's also prep an oil tanker, yeah. There we go. Oil tanker prepping. I will need to build the oil thing there.
Ready for a challenge.
Oh, what do we need? What do I need for you? Bricks. Okay, fair. Yeah, bricks and things. Okay, cool.
Awaiting new horizons.
Bricks and holy fuck. What? I'm losing a shit ton of money. Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee gone?
Just say the word.
The Empress had warned me of this.
Oh shit, did I? Yeah, I did.
Workforce shortage.
Like, I have everything ready.
I'll miss old Lani when she leaves the flock. We're in your debt.
Yeah, I know.
It's more than I ever thought we could hope.
I'm definitely smart, I swear.
Ship constructed.
Only there.
There ain't enough of us.
Good and ready.
Workforce shortage.
Yeah, that was to be expected. Am I literally out of wood?
A new commission? Take the rudder.
Yeah, wood. Wood, bricks, and steel. Good.
Workforce shortage. The people celebrate your leadership.
Unfurl the sail. Aye.
Now let's set up a trade route. Trade route from this place to this place using a ship called the... all the way down? Marigold? No, that's a cargo ship. Right, literally... Darkness. Oh, or is that oil route? Okay, that makes sense. Darkness. Go from this place to that place. Pick up oil. Deliver oil. Accept. From Zedstein to Crown Falls. Yep, that's the one. trickling that in a little bit.
Ain't perfect, but what is?
We are good still once more, and in need of your generosity.
Oh shit. Elland has the ability to make schnapps, yeah.
Route plotted.
I don't think we started bringing in the hibiscus tea yet. No.
On our way.
This would certainly help. They are cool. It seems we will be starvation safe for some time yet.
Iniquani bedehina metahi.
Spotted hyena. Okay,
Take the rudder.
hedgehog. Doesn't want to come, does it? One more, and after that I'm gonna... Nope, apparently not. Okay, cool. Okay. Yep, you can go yourself.
The Masinko is a bit out of tune, but it's a start.
Hardly the garden, but well. Just say the word.
From what I know, I believe we have...
Workforce shortage.
This city is a magnet for genius.
No. No. No one to select here. Like, this Kyria is one, but... And then we have... Yara. I think that's mostly it then.
On our way.
Hmm.
So you're the one tasked with weaving our great epic together? A foreigner? Well...
Hey,
any ship in a
Bose.
storm.
Hey, Panda, how's it going? Been a bit.
Well-intentioned, I'm sure, but I spent years studying this exceedingly complicated subject at Arvert College. It is hardly an easy task. The college was nice. It is Arvert, but the people of Vespuccia were indisposed by my chroma, if you know what I mean. So I left, and more's the loss for them.
You know what the priest of Kidusi are hiding in his library?
Preferably a palatial library. The priests will grant you access, perhaps.
I mean, you are. I still remember you. By the
The
way.
library is restricted to servants of the Lord. The texts here are holy scripture, guarded from unsanctioned influence.
It's worth progressing in the Enbesa questline.
As you are working on the Chronicles, you may enter if you answer this riddle.
On quiet.
On quiet meres I lay, never sinking. Yet deep in water, I am fit for drinking.
Hibiscus? Just say this because I consider it to be extremely annoying. Okay. Bland. I have indeed doomed myself. Multiple times over. Okay. What is bland when floating, but delicious when sunk? It feels like it needs to be like a... Yeah, that's the one.
The hibiscus flower is the image of what we seek. Here in Kidusi and Itoni, knowledge nourishes us, that we may bloom in the eyes of the Lord.
I'm confident it's ready to go.
Cigar stepped out. Yeah, just published this.
Soul. Tell me, which of the buildings on our island is largest?
Largest structure.
Yes, our library is vast, but is only the cloud-swathed summit. Look to the roots hidden beneath. Our temple is but a frail offspring of the mighty halls of the Elamais. Tall walls and ornate ceilings, but shallow roots.
Yeah, I would say the mountain, but I can't select the mountain.
He that ordered this tomb built dreamt of glory everlasting. Yet the tomb lies empty, and his name forgotten.
Okay, I have no clue. Find the largest structure.
Long ago, our library was a beacon of learnedness in a world of darkness. But the treacherous kings of Kashta burnt it all. Now it is interred deep below our island. But to those who know, the high walls and pale altars live on all around us.
Okay, I have a feeling this is going to be a digging
Your
quest.
understanding is starting to blossom. The time for admittance is at hand.
You passed the first test, stranger, and discovered our symbol, the hibiscus. Scentless at first, yet delicious when submerged. Tell me, what did you make of it? One should seek knowledge to bloom. Hibiscus tea is the path to redemption. One should seek knowledge to bloom. Quite accurate, but at the root of this metaphor is our awareness of the many senses we, as humans, are gifted with. Hearing and observing the world leads us to wisdom. Observing, smelling, and tasting the hibiscus taught us that very lesson. I guess you'll have to go on expedition to find the bird. Most likely. You passed the test of sight and discovered the hidden roots of Kidusi Anitoni, the ruin of the old library. Now tell me, what do you make of it? There is an ancient history of writing in Kidusi Anitoni. More than ancient, stranger. Writing has been our sole occupation, our mission for millennia. It's our duty and pride to be wardens and witnesses of history. Ours is a millennial faith, an unchallenged tradition of the centuries that takes devotion, as students and scholars of that faith, to understand the simplest tenets of the wisdom stored here, keeping our minds and bodies free of the corruption of novelty, to better hear the wisdom of the winds. Can you paint with all the colors of the winds? Ours is a spiritual labor of heart and mind, menial. Manual labor distracts from our holy mission, something the Irinya of Ketema have forgotten. They sow and draft, but in the process they forget their duty to their people's soul. We will not share in such decrepitude. Your Lord would have us blend into his people, his unified faith. This is a betrayal of all that we stand for. Until we decide to build his empire around the true ancestral faith of Enbesa, then encourage the Irinya to refocus on their spiritual duties, there can be no harmony between us. Irena's skills are essential for the Empire to thrive. I hope to make him see the truth in your words. Wise choice. You are quick to understand our ways. The glory of Kidusi shines in your words.
The priests of Kidusi acknowledge you.
And then
show yourself to be worthy of trust, lift now the veil and enter our
Hey, nice.
library.
Read books describing the Golden Age and founding of
Resourceful,
Enbesa.
aren't you? Very well, let's get to it. All great nations spring from a golden age, a time of splendor and legend. The books are over there.
Foundation of Enbesa. And as they rode the waves seeking the promised land, the queen bid the gods calm the raging storm. So the gods did comply, and the waves rose higher than mountains on either side of the ship.
Theology, history, science, or poetics. If you read, please turn the pages by their corners.
And yet the waters before us were becalmed and clear, and ahead lay the golden plains of Enbesa. So the queen did lead her people through the sea, while leviathans roam, and build a mighty city there. In that city she raised a temple to her lost husband Selamawi, and those who have stayed with him in Sile Amidos, beyond the confines of this world. Heresy is is that which the powerful would not see survive in their dominion. In the Golden Age, Surya burned down the whole of Enbesa, his very country, in a rage of madness. He branded the Kidusi, outlaws and heretics, and tortured anyone who would not renounce the true faith. Many died. But the true meaning of heresy is a lie to the soul, and any physical representation of divinity can only be a lie, as divinity transcends what the servant can see. Thus, idolatry is heresy.
I hope there'd be more, but these are all the books we have. Hardly enough for a full chapter.
Seems like...
A fellow scholar of the Golden Age. There is much we could discuss.
Discuss the Golden Age. The Golden Age ended in the cruelty and bloodshed of Surya. That much is well known, but its foundations are unclear. Few sources have survived the ravage of time, even in this place of learning. There are barely even any mentions of the early years of Enbesa, outside of the book you found. What did you glean from it? Enbesa's first days could be the day Queen Shaba landed on the shores. Legend and fables of Queen Shaba's journey from Sil Amidos. Myths, or history. The describe who carved these careful lines know of sources lost to us today, or were they lending too much credence to popular belief and legend? We shall never know. Such is the peril of learning. Our conclusion of transient themselves, as are whatever choices we make. We must lend caution to our thoughts. Accounts are precious, but fallible. Only evidence, traces from the very time you wish to study, might yield information of the fabled Golden Age and the cradling times of Enbesa. But where would you look for such traces? The Emperor's city was built on the ruins of Enbesa's first capital. Ah, and suddenly there were three options. The Temple of Selamawi is ancient, certainly, but most of the other ruins under Taborime are young, brought in recent centuries. History was not kind to the capital. Thrice it was razed and thrice built anew, so that much of its old bones are long forgotten. Nowhere other than Kidusi or Nitoni would you find land untouched by greedy or violent hands for countless centuries. If evidence of Surya's time is to be found, it will be in the ground on which we stand, where the Mad King's Inquisitors burned the old library 2 millennia ago. Agree. Each of these three islands have their own island arc, which have its own best ending affecting the island outlook. In case you worry about aesthetics, it's best to read about some kind, since it is unchangeable for the session once it's complete. Okay, fair enough.
Quite right. Archaeology is the queen of all disciplines. Go, dig, dust, douse. The evidence should be enough to complete this first fragmentary chapter.
We're losing way too much money.
You are accustomed to such undertakings. Gather a crew and supplies, and we will support you.
Unfurl the sail.
Beware the sweet
Where the sweet rhythm.
words of Kidusi. They are cannier than they seem, and would see their faith vindicated rather than bow.
What brings you? Resources are thin. Any help you could send would be appreciated. Is that all?
Take the rudder.
It is enough.
We cannot accommodate so many. We shall need temporary quarters for these workers.
Laura, Leo answered. Should you still need aid in whatever fashion?
Route plotted.
We are good staying once more, and in need of your generosity.
Yeah, okay. You return.
On our way.
Gosh darn it.
Steersman.
Is that all? This would certainly help us survive. An oath given is an oath due. Our workers have boarded your ship. May your search prove fruitful.
Unfurl the sail.
Diaku! It seems we will be starvation safe for some time yet.
Apparently I don't have place.
Now for this small contribution to the Lord's plans.
Take the rudder. Steersman.
Back already? The excavators appear ill-fed, but we'll have to do for the task at hand. At last, the excavation can commence. Lord, look favorably upon us.
Awaiting new horizons.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Let's see.
You said we could come to you, right? It is lonely work, excavation, and I miss my home. But a picture of the Kesar of Wahadesha would help greatly. Thank you kindly.
The fire is out of control. Your city has grown more beautiful. The fire left ruins behind.
Oh, this is the...
Soar in heaven's bright chariot.
Yeah. Just plop that down just because. Makes these people happier. Well, happier. It's one of the needs they have. Well, not yet.
The laborers strike a hard surface. Fragments of lost history at last.
Okay. Kept safe from flames in a sealed vessel, the ancient tapestry is still quite beautiful despite its faded colors. It portrays the invasion of Kidisu and okay, this is not gonna go slow, is it? Like, even if I put it on the slowest. Ancient and elaborate inscribed headstone is still partly decipherable. It's an inventory of ships and of trade to and from the island, evidently thousands of years old. An ancient pillar seemingly holding the library before Serenia burned it down. The vase is adorned with the image of a solar king, radiating flames over the rest of Enbesa, perhaps the reason for its destruction.
Quite a store of history hidden here. More than anticipated. It shall remain exposed while the search continues.
An ancient registry of ships and their inventory from the harbor of Kidusi, arrival and departure for ships and goods. The one fragment at the very bottom of the headstone seems comparatively in much better state of conservation, as though it is far younger than the rest. As Kidusi Anitoni does not produce goods according to ancient precepts, proof of the historicity of Kidusi's creed and practices, much to the High Priest's delight. Okay.
The outer world speaks before. Our predecessors in the Golden Age saw that Kidusi Anitoni's purpose was not to produce goods, but wisdom. The excavation can resume, but do inspect the statue. It may inspire you to write your chronicles.
Statue, huh?
I suspected there was more to this project than they let on. I sense underhanded ambitions to support their independence.
wasn't there when they pulled it out. I was staring longingly at the picture you gave me.
Close analysis will show that Jen's information can only...
I wanted a look, but they told me a priestess was examining it. When I returned from my break, the stone was back in the earth.
Out to the terrace as well. On the table sits a letter addressed to Layla. Lies and truth are not absolute. They are defined by the context within which they are uttered. Only the gods can utter truth. We are bound to imperfect assessments, individual at best. Altering the stone is one such assessment. Some will call it fabrication, but it is not our duty to ensure the will of the gods is on earth as it is above. This provides a greater narrative, a truth in keeping what we have defended and upheld for millennia. We will gain much, and so uphold the greater truth of the good of the gods by transferring the lesser, imperfect truth of mundane man. Copy the original text, then throw it in the well. Perhaps, one day, that truth will be very bit as needed as the destruction is today. When we all have all been long returned to dust. But that time is not now. Be discreet. Be skillful. So... fragments of ceramic in the well, ancient and worn. One of them is inscribed, a manifesto of ships and cargo, similar to the headstone found in the excavation, but strikingly lacking the last.
I knew it. Must have thought poor Wahadesha folk would not notice, but we are wise in the old law. You have to confront them.
Yeah, fair. So you found my note to Layla. I did not expect you to be so astute, but I cannot deny there is some relief in not having to hide it anymore. I suppose you want to know why I did such a thing. I believe you wish to protect your faith, whatever the cost. Our faith and our duty are intertwined to document history beyond the reach of mortal men, whether kings, tyrants, or passing ephemerals. Ketema's dream of an empire does not accommodate this truth. So if deceit is the only way to remain beyond its grasp, to remain true to our divine mission, then there are no illegitimate ways to preserve this land and its soul. However noble your intent, what you did is a fabrication. It is a lie. Perhaps there are things worth lying for, worth preserving. This is a hard one. This is a hard one. I don't know what to pick. Like, I wanna point out that she is lying, but I don't wanna, like, suddenly have to make sure that they are sufficient for the Empire. Like, they are suddenly under their thing. Which would mean that they would need to make... Okay. So in this case, they are saying to stay quiet. Yeah, so I'm not sure if epic or legendary is better. Yeah, legendary is apparently the highest. Okay, that's orange. So which does make sense. Legendary. So I need to stay silent. I don't really take pride in the dishonesty of our methods, but I stand by my conviction that our faith and our souls are worth lying for. Ketema does not wish us to rally to him. He wishes us to submit and change. However uncertain our faith's history may be, it is ancient beyond the years of Enbesa, and I will not see it fade in my time. Condemn or condone us, I have no power over you. I can only trust you will do what is right. I will remain silent, at least for now. You prove the quality of your soul. May the Lord reward you for it. Now, if you'll excuse me, duty calls.
The good of those entrusted to us often requires compromises.
So the next one should be a bolder approach. Oh. So yeah, it's the job pretty much that we need to get, but...
Welcome, Keftania Steward.
It's sextant time. On course.
My son Wetatum is a good man. But a good man does not a good emperor make.
Here we go. See if we can get some of this opened up for more. Okay. It is actually like 3 hours in stream, so with that being said, I am gonna be sending y'all over to a friend of mine. He's currently playing Final Fantasy XIV Online. I will join him in a bit, if he wants me to. Apart from that, I will be playing more of this tomorrow, at 8 PM CEST, I believe it is still. No, CET, the Western European time. Hope y'all had a good day. Hope y'all had a good time. I will see y'all again tomorrow with more Anno 1800. And yeah, have a good one. Goodbye.